And so anyway, it's all good stuff. But anyway, welcome back. Welcome back. It's good to be here. Right, so last week, at the end of shall we do it like proper sci-fi? At the end of last week's exciting episode, I was trying to make a warp cell to power, presumably, my warp drive or my hyperspace drive. So that's that's where I left off, and I did a bit of the stuff, to get it all together. It's not too complicated. Dun, dun, dun. Previously on Drew Wager's No Man's Sky stream, Drew cut some grass. Drew found some dinosaurs. No, that was the previous week, wasn't it? Anyway, so here we are. We're back now. So let me have more. Now I have been doing some stuff. Okay, I have to say I'm enjoying this so much that I can't resist having a little kind of sneaky play in between streams. But I haven't gone any further. I haven't done the hyperspace, so I don't know anything about what's that like or how that even works. So we've got that to look forward to in a bit. But I have unlocked a few more things because and this is a good observation. This is a good observation actually of this game, is that I want to try stuff out, this game is very, very good at encouraging you to just do a little bit more, just find a little thing. So I discovered that you can make solar panels and batteries. So come and check this out. Okay, so I've improved my house a little bit. Okay. I relocated the flag. Okay, so the flag is now on top of the house, which seemed actually a more sensible place for it to be. And another thing that's nice about this, if you break something down like this flag, if you can kind of recycle it and then rebuild it again. And I don't know if you lose any amounts of componentry, but it doesn't seem like if you do, you don't lose very much. Okay, and so I've moved the flag on top of the middle of the house, which I think is kind of I don't know what that flag's supposed to symbolise. Maybe I'll find out. But I've got a veranda that now goes all the way around the base, which just allows me to take better advantage of the view. Okay, I haven't actually expanded the house or done anything else yet, but you'll notice, look, the lights are on. How does that work? Well, we'll find out in a minute. So I've done a little bit of work around the edge, and I use this terrain manipulator tool to sort of change the terrain, because it's got there's a bit I've got wrong there. I have to tidy that up. That bit, there we go. Let's just get rid of that bit. There we go. So it's got to be neat and tidy. I have got some. Look at this. I've got some problems here. I need a lawnmower. I've got some grass growing through my wooden planks, which wasn't there last week. So I'm not sure what's going on. You do get a full refund of all resources. Okay, well that's good. I don't know what to do about these plants that are growing through my decking. Now, if this was the real world, I'd probably stick some salt on them or get a strimmer out. But I haven't found a strimmer or a lawnmower to unlock. And it's actually growing inside the house, so this is something I'm going to have to deal with, because at some point my house will then become overgrown, so I don't quite know what to do about that. Maybe somebody could advise. I've got some weed. So in this amazing sci-fi universe, not only have I got to I've got a nice view and stuff, but I've also got to deal with the weeds that keep growing through the floor. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that. That did surprise me. This one's done rather well in the last week, so I'm quite impressed that it's growing here. But I'm going to come back in a few weeks' time and find that my entire house is overgrown. So look, they're spreading all over the place. So I don't know what to do about the weeds. But anyway, so I have been busy now. You can go around the back of my house. I've sort of got a veranda. There's weeds here as well. They're growing everywhere. So that seems to be a problem. Stuff is. Have I scanned the birds? I think I have. Yeah, I have scanned those ones before, haven't I? So that's a thing. So that's good. And I've made myself a little pathway up here. You will be impressed. I promise. That I've made myself a little pathway, and I've made a cavern. I've made a little cavern so I can stash stuff. Okay, that it looks a bit unsightly because I have all these bits of equipment, which these ones over here I built the other week, and the portable refiner and this base thingamajiggy, I can't remember what it's called, construction research unit, and then obviously this portal thing that takes me to the space station. But I didn't really like them out in the open, so what I did is I made a little cavern, and in here I put all my stuff at the moment, and I've kind of put it on, very, very sci-fi wooden flooring. That's the only thing I can build at the moment. And these are batteries. Look, I've made some batteries. Figured out how to make some batteries, and they're powering my lights and powering my portal, and they are recharged. Look at this. This is quite cool. Let me just get out of here. I got to go up the top of the hill. Up here. There we go. Why isn't my forward? There we go. Up the top of the hill here, which is in a bit sticky for some reason. What's that? Come on. There we go. Don't know what was doing wrong there. So I've got some solar panels. Okay, so there we go. I've got got some solar panels, and they are wired into the batteries through the ground. To my underground power supply storage unit with my batteries, and then heads onto my my thing. And you can actually ask these things. This is quite nice as well. So if I look at my solar panel, you can see it's generating power and how much power I haven't got much here other than a few lights and that portal thing. I've got plenty at the moment. I've got plenty of power to power my base, even when the sun is not out. So these things are quite cool. When the sun goes down, which I don't know how far away that is, it's probably quite away at the moment. Yeah, they fold up and switch themselves off, and then you're running on battery power. So I've got a completely eco-friendly installation here, which is just really nice. I don't know. It just appeals to my I don't know, slightly ecological self that I can build a base down here in a sci-fi universe with bits of wood and some batteries and some solar panels, and now I've got a sustainable environment, and on my paradise planet. So I think that's I think that's really cool. It's really nice. And it was fun to put these things up, okay, and figure out where to put them. I was thinking, well, solar panels, I want to keep those away from the trees, so I'm going to put the solar panels right up top here on the hill. They don't seem to turn to follow the sun. They seem to be randomly pointing in different directions. So the sun's kind of up there for that one. That one seems to be correct. I don't know where these two are pointing, unless there's another sun. No, there's not. So I don't know quite what those two are doing. But they're working. That's the main thing. Now, something else I've noticed is the surface of the planet is subtly changing over time. I've got weeds growing through my path. Okay, so that's the thing I'm going to have to deal with at some point. But there were a bunch of trees on top of that mountain, and they've died. They appear to have gone. So, is the planet's surface really quite fluid, and things change, or does stuff get eaten or consumed by other things other than me? Because there was definitely a bunch of trees up there, and there aren't. They've gone. So where did they go? The solar panels even work underground. Aliens have harvested. Maybe they have. So anyway, today's quest. I need to now. What I've done is over here. I'm still getting the hang of this user interface, but I'm getting there. So my hyperdrive has been fueled with. I like the way it uses all the words here. Okay, so it's a hyperdrive in big letters, and then underneath it's light speed warp drive. It's like, just cover all the bases. Okay, it's hyperspace, it's warp drive, it's light speed. It's got everything. Anyway, I had to put together a warp hyper core, okay, and a warp cell in order to make it work. But it's ready to go. I think it's got one jump in it, and I'm ready to do the hyperspace jump. So so being procedurally generated, things can change. Okay, so that's interesting. So maybe a few bits and pieces have changed over time. Anyway, so I'm going to fly up into space then and test out hyperdrive. Now, I am assuming I can come back here because I quite like this planet because I've grown attached to it in my 2 weeks already. My nice view and so on and so forth. So I don't really want to not be able to come back here because this I think is quite a cool place. But I do want to, we've got to go into space. We have been mucking about on the surface of this planet quite a lot. So we need to do some spaceship stuff. Okay, it's supposed to be a space game. On each update, everyone is fearing what will become of your base. Oh no. So I suppose if you change the procedural seed in any way, the entire universe changes. So is it? Can you lose your base or can you lose your planet and stuff? So yeah, maybe that's the thing. You can filter your bases on the portals in the space. Okay, so right. Anyways, let's get back in my spaceship. Hyperdrive is refueled. Launch into space to test interstellar systems. That's what it's telling me to do. I'm just going to turn the game volume down slightly because that looks like it's rumbling a bit. There we go. Right, so W to launch, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so I am up in space. Well, flying. Let's fly out over there. I've just got to remember what the keys are. Hello Games usually protects existing bases. Okay, well that's encouraging. I don't want to lose my base and my view. That'd be good. You'll find the name of your base when you look into other portals. Okay. That would be quite good. Okay, so there's 3 planets quite nicely lined up there. But I assume the hyperdrive is going to take me to another system. Is that fair? Is that what it does? Right. Okay, so I do like the way the game kind of puts these big panels up and says, this is what you need to do next. It's very easy to kind of keep going and realise what you've got to do. Okay, so are we in space now? What does it look like from... Okay, so there's where I came from. And there's my base over there, somewhere in the distance. Okay, so I'm in space, around my nice planet. Do I need to get away... Okay, so hang on. In space, access the galaxy map from the quick menu. Move along specific paths or browse and choose your route. Warping requires warp fuel in your hyperdrive. Some systems require hypergrade upgrades to access. Okay, so where's... First things first. Access the galaxy map. Okay, so we've got a galaxy map. Oh, that's the quick menu. So galaxy map. So presumably F to select. Oh, I'm not fast enough. You've got to be quick, haven't you? Ooh, okay. Okay, so this presumably is where I am now. Oh, let's show me with my home base. Okay, so Vikine is the race that owns the system. Economy is mathematical. Okay. Conflict is testy. So, okay, so that's given me some information about the system that I'm in. Oh, and there's a galactic map up in the top left. So, is that where I am in the galaxy overall? So it's not sort of like Elite Dangerous where I can zoom in and zoom out of... Oh, no. Oh, I can. Oh, not sure what I'm doing now. Oh. Okay, so there's a map, there's a route here going somewhere off into the far distance. And is that the core of the galaxy over there? So... Drew, I believe you can meet viewers if you show the address of your system. Might be cool for a future stream. Yes, Master Video, I do intend to do that. I'm just kind of, I suppose I'm trying to work out when I get out of this, what I still feel is the tutorial, I suppose. So I'm still learning, and I haven't done some of this stuff yet. So, okay, so this line is telling me what? I'm assuming the Abdulio system, which presumably I can rename as well, is where I am. Okay, so I'm now... So what's that? The mouse logs... Oh, so free look is what I was doing a moment ago. Okay, so that allows me to just look around. Can I travel through... I can travel through space. Okay. So this is the galaxy, which is presumably a procedurally generated place. And the little yellow marker up in the top left is where I am at the moment, and I'm guessing the bright blob that way is the centre of the galaxy. Oh, and the colour changes. Got to be a bit careful. I don't know how to navigate around here. I might get lost in three-dimensional space. In fact, okay, so that is where I started, isn't it? So I don't want to. Okay, so is this line telling me that's where I need to go? I mean, or can I just randomly choose a location? It's the route to the galactic core, says Shadow White. Okay, so is there an explanation as to why I would want to go there? Because presumably that is a heck of a long way, 698,000 light years. So this is a much bigger galaxy than the real Milky Way, because that's only about 10,000, I can't remember now, 50,000? No, it's about 50,000 light years, isn't it, to the core in a real galaxy. So this is 10 times bigger. Wow, at least in raw distance. Oh, space dogs. I haven't got the space birds tonight, got space dogs instead. Okay, the galactic map is the only disappointing part around spaceflight. Elite does this better. Yeah, so obviously Elite has got its real galaxy, which is, I think, very, very cool because astronomy. And this presumably is a procedurally generated galaxy. I mean, I can see different types of star, different star colours. This nebula seems to just be kind of everywhere, and it changes colour when you go into different regions. So is that... So, I mean, how do you... Okay, so I suppose it's basically asking me to select a target system. So what do I do? Just go to the next one. Okay, so that one says EXIVS 2, which is 82 light years away. So that's quite a jump then. So your jump range is much, much higher, presumably because the galaxy is much, much bigger. And you need different drives to visit different colours. Okay, so there are 256 different galaxies as well. Because one galaxy that's only 700,000 light years across isn't enough. But how many stars are going to be in that? I mean, in the real galaxy, there's supposed to be 400 billion stars. So this one's got 4 trillion stars. It's probably enough to keep us going for a while. So can I... Okay, anomalous signal blocking warp. So it appears I can't go there. That one I can go to. So I can either follow this path. So has it automatically plotted that for me? That doesn't seem to be... Okay, so I've got multiple... Okay, so I've got free explore, galactic core. Okay, so there's sort of 2 modes. One that's leading me towards the galactic core because I don't know why. And then there's free... hang on. There's multiple options here. Galactic core, free explore, custom waypoint, and I can't seem to access those 2 at the moment. Custom waypoint, black hole, Atlas station, and current mission. Okay, so more modes will open eventually. Okay, or you can just go where you want. At the top centre of the screen it says galactic core left and right. Okay, I got it. Yeah. And then there's no filter. Oh, hang on. Okay, so there is some filtering option as well. So no filter and life form filter. Okay, so my current system is showing up red, which presumably is this Vikine race. Okay, so red. Okay. Gek is yellow. White is kind of unknown. And blue is Korvax. Okay, so there's 3 races so far. There don't seem to be any other variations on them. So are they sort of space empires or something? They don't seem to be territories, because they seem to be shared out quite a lot. You know, they're randomly spotted around rather than being in clumps of empires or anything like that. So questions on the background. Okay, so Korvax are tech aliens, and they are pretty random. Okay, so shall I follow the path to the centre or not? Any suggestions? So Vikina warriors, yes, I've definitely come across the Vikine, and they do seem to be pretty Geka traders. Okay, so that might be. So those are, and who are the Korvax again? Korvax are tech aliens. Okay, so that could be interesting to look. I wouldn't head to the galactic core yet. Okay, it's the route for the main quest. If you look in your log, you can see other quests when you have them. Okay, so in that case, let's go to free explore. And Gek are traders and Korvax are tech aliens. So, and presumably white here is a system which you kind of have to. Yeah, like that. There we are. Anomalous signal blocking water. I can't get to any of the uninhabited systems, so it would seem at the moment. And now I'm lost again because I don't know how to get back to my. That's fortunate. It's quite hard to get back to where you were. So Corvax systems are more tech for a ship and suit auto. It's okay. Let's see if we can find a Corvax system then. That's GEC. I kind of want a blue one, don't I? Is it blue? Come on, select that one. There we are, Corvax. It's 30 light years away. I can go there. It says water, so okay. There's okay, so that's telling me. I'm guessing there are multiple planets there. Is that what that's saying? Okay, select targeted system. Right. So how do I go there? The first warp, you need warp enhancements for accessing certain star colours. Okay, and you'll need an upgraded hyperdrive to access the block system. All right. Okay, so how do I get? That's targeted, I'm guessing. Warp with left key. Okay. Where does it say that? Oh yeah, warp. Okay. Well, okay then. Here we go. Ready? Engage. just engage. Engage. Okay, warp, which looks okay. So it's quite like that portal thing, isn't it? But outside the ship, which is quite cool. Okay, and presumably we will jump out of hyperspace, warp into another system. Okay, so first contact for me. Okay, so there we go. I've made my first hyperspace jump. There we go. Yeah, it's a bit more stream friendly. Oh, hello. Hyperdrive error. Warp fuel depleted. Yeah, well, I suppose that makes sense. Searching for fuel source. Searching. Not being very optimistic. It's found something. So what does this 16, 16, 16 mean? This is coming up a lot. 1616. K light seconds? Accept guidance to fuel source. I suppose that's probably a good idea. Unless, of course, it's a trap. Maybe it's a trap. Okay, so refuel hyper. So yeah, this is good because this is. I kind of know this in my head. This is a tutorial. It doesn't really feel like a tutorial anymore. Okay, so Awakenings. I'm kind of assuming Awakenings is trading level. So follow Starship automatic guidance. Okay, so let's just get to. Presumably this is a bit of. Oh, that's gold. I was hoping for a bit of tritium actually, because I might need to refill my pulse drive. I've got to try and get the. It's only giving me gold now. Typical, isn't it? Gold and silver. Yeah, whenever you don't need precious metals. Tritium hypercluster. There we go. I like the way that some of these asteroids you can sort of shoot holes in. Oh. I just frazzled my weapon. Okay, so overheat dynamic is there as well. Okay, well that's probably enough. Right, so let's go to. So what was I saying? Yeah, so it doesn't feel like a tutorial. Okay, so that's interesting. I've got roll controls in space on the keyboard, but I haven't. Which is weird, but the rest of it is kind of mouse control. Okay. Ooh, I better not do that. Right. What was the button to space, wasn't it? So pulse engine. Okay, the stream's going to crash at this point because this is just insanely too much for the streaming encoder to handle. So apologies. We're about 15 seconds of distort away at the moment. Okay, so let's go and check out this planet. Or maybe it's in orbit. I don't know. No, I think it's on the surface of the planet. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that's reappeared for you guys. Okay, so down we go. The surface is changing colour as we go down. Ooh, look, I mean, this is the thing. The moment you come out, look, is that that's another crashed freighter thing. Right, let's not get distracted. I instantly want to go and have a look over there. But oh, look at this. It's got weird standing tree things. Okay, so this says fuel source approximate location. I'm wondering if that freighter is actually the fuel source, or not. Anyway, let's land here because it kind of says so. Okay, so this planet is not too cold. That's a good start. Okay, so it looks. Oh, it's raining. Okay. Starship coordinate guidance has located a powerful fuel source. Activate a target sweep from the analysis visor. Okay. Somebody mentioned this before. Talk Noble, yes. When you land on the circles, taking off is free. It doesn't use any fuel. Okay, so welcome to Dagobah. It does look a bit like that. Okay, so estimated distance 460 U. So that's a fair old walk away, isn't it? Okay. That's good. Now I want the. I've seen that there's a car. Okay, and those of you who know me, I know I like my. Oh, look, glowy mushrooms. Sorry, glowy mushrooms. Oh, those are cool. There's a car I can build. And a car would be jolly useful, to be honest, because it's quite slow to get around on foot. So I'm definitely interested. Actually, that's in 290, so it's not as far away as I thought. There's a stone thing. So these are a way of learning a language, aren't they? The wisdom of the Korvax. Okay, so yan. Okay, so stone resonates pretty much. So this is okay. So this is going to teach me some words of the Korvax. I presume I've learnt the Korvax word for Korvax. Okay, so it's actually teaching me in the right order. That's quite good. Okay, so scan everything. Yes, I keep forgetting to scan, don't I? Because this is going to give me some monies, isn't it? Okay, so I've. Oh, there's some flying things as well. They look very similar to the ones on my home planet, actually. They're not quite the same, are they? They're quite big. Okay. Right, my starship's over there. I'm heading this way. Okay, there's a thing over there. Planet is sort of steaming gently, which is kind of weird, and it's raining, which is quite good. Oh, hello. So presumably this is the finalizing signal. Okay, so that is clearly it. So let's scan these things here, just because. Is that one of those nasty hostile plants? No, it's okay. Alright, so there's a little tunnel in the ground there. Some weird underground stuff as well. God, look, see, I love these tunnels. No, let's not get distracted. This is the mission over here. Stay on target. Look for nanites. I'll make a lot of money because I need to outfit the ship. Okay, so this is like a. Well, I don't know what this is. This is a thing which is active. Okay, these are the Korvax. Okay, learn the Korvax word for traveller. Which, if that's presumably like the Vakeen, then traveller is another name for me, which I'm both. Okay, so the Vakeen call me an interloper, And the Korvax call me a traveller. And then entity. Okay, so we're picking up journey milestone. Presumably oh no, I've learnt some words. Well, there we are. Okay, I want to learn another word. Oh, press tab to skip. Okay. Learn the Korvax word. Is all makes sense. What is this thing then? So it's got some weird symbols on it. And a sort of spinny thing. And memories of Sakuso, the heart of the anomaly. Okay, so I guess I'm being invited to press it. This structure is unlike anything I've encountered on my journey so far. Everything about it is so obviously alien and so obviously out of place. As I stare at it, words form themselves in my mind. Is it traveller? Is it friend? Kind of both. So I don't know. Am I a traveller? Maybe I am a traveller. Let's be for friend. It feels strange to respond to questions I'm unsure that I'm being asked, but something has clearly taken notice of my reply, and I'm overwhelmed by a sense that something has awoken and that someone is watching me. Very ominous. Is it first? Is it last? Well, as far as I know, I'm first. This monolith is ancient. I cannot escape the feeling it's asked these questions many times over. So there's definitely this sense I'm getting throughout that I am an instance of a creature that has been set out and I've been reinstantiated in some fashion. It has seen the eye has seen it, both. So this is all very intriguing, but I don't know. I don't know what it means. I feel very wary of answering any of these because I don't know what impact that's going to have. Have they seen the Crimson Eye? I haven't seen a Crimson Eye. Has the Crimson Eye seen that? I don't know. What's the Crimson Eye? Let's go for both. Likelihood of anomaly exceeds safety. Oh, that may not be the good answer. Alert, alert. The boundaries fall. The walls collapse. Your universe awaits. Find us, traveller. Okay, so I am the traveller. And I've been given a warp cell. Okay, so find the mysterious messenger. Make your way into space. Dun dun dun. Just answer what you think is best. Well, yes, I suppose. Or you can go inside it. Well, kind of. It's full of... It's just mysterious. It's really intriguing as to what's going on. I don't, and because I don't know who I am, I've got to go to these tunnels because, yeah. The bearded trio, true away, you're playing in a mess. Where's your go-to? Because I've just been transported. Yes, I'm actually the evil Drew in the parallel universe. Look at these things. Scanning. This looks like it's almost artificial, this tunnel. It's huge. It's been... Oh, there's a thing. I realise that's not very scientific. Okay, it looks like a little small dinosaur. Is it dangerous? It's got flexible joints. Oh, look, look. What's that? A sort of half a snake. Okay. This is massive underground environment though. I mean, look how big it is. I suppose we should go off searching for alien signals, but it just... Okay, so that's the end of the passage. No, it's not. It keeps going. Could easily get lost down here. These environments are... Okay, so that is kind of the end. But there's another... Oh, that's a cave marrow. Now those do seem to be cropping up every so often as well. Are they useful for anything? I'll zap them anyway because who knows, right? I better not get lost in here. I think it was back to the left. Little creatures wandering about. A good place for cobalt. Okay. Is that... Okay, let's sap a little bit of cobalt then, since we're here. All these materials are about, but I don't know necessarily what they're for. Let's just grab a bit, you never know. Scan the creatures. Okay, yeah, I've definitely scanned both the creatures I found. Okay, so definitely did that one. No. Okay, so they're like stalactites and stalagmites, aren't they? Ooh, there's some. Ooh, what's that? Hazardous flora that gives you a hazmat gauntlet is required in order to take them. I presume I can blast them from range though. And that gives me sodium. Sodium's good for the life support, so that's all good stuff. Right, okay. And the cobalt market crash trick. Okay, so there's all sorts of things that I need to learn. I haven't really even played with the market. But, you know, so anyway, going back to the whole car thing, just... because having... Oh, look, hang on, there's some things. Subterranean vortex cube. Again, what's that used for? There's stuff lying about. Oh, it's daylight now. And look, you've even got little gold rays coming down. That's nice. The graphics in this game, you know, I understand why people don't like them because of this quite bright, shall we say, colour scheme. But I mean, it's so sci-fi. It really is nice. I really don't like that. I'm cross now actually when people say it's cartoony. It is not cartoony. It's just a 70s sci-fi vibe. That's what it is. And once you get your head into that, it's just really nice. Where's my keyboard getting slightly stuck? Oh, that's one of those. I've seen one of those before. They bite you. I'm just wondering if I had this problem last week. I don't think I haven't noticed it any time else. Occasionally the keyboard seems to get a bit stuck. I think it's my computer. Right, so there's paraffin deposits. There's my ship. Okay, copper deposits and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it does. It's yeah, this isn't. It doesn't look like a cartoon to me. It's that whole 70s vibe. Anyway, so the game has prompted me to go back into space. So I suppose that's what I need to do. My spaceship's over there somewhere. And it maintains the illusion of travelling across a wacky planet really rather well. And again, this is a thing. I mean, obviously, look, I can see repeating textures here, but they're cunningly used and rotated and spread around in nice patterns. It doesn't. You don't really notice it. I suppose I should scan these plants. Let's just scan everything. Everybody says. Okay, that gives you 500. So it's. Hang on, there was some. What's that? A cargo drop. Okay, let's go over there. I suppose that's on the way back, so that we should go and check that. Looks like someone's just dropped something. Yeah, I haven't. I must admit, I haven't changed the batteries, but I haven't had any problems with the keyboard since. Okay, I don't want to do that. Oh, I've kind of run out of. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. But I want to get rid of that so I can open the box. Life support gel. Now my inventory's full. So somebody told me I'd run into this problem. So how much of this stuff don't I need? Can I stack these? I can move and stack. Okay, so or not. That doesn't seem to work. Get rid of carbon. You can get rid of that everywhere. Okay. Where's the carbon? Okay, let's get rid of that then. Why can't I stack those? Oh, the white line under the thing tells you it's full. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. So I've got a bunch of stuff in here that I may or may not need. Okay, anyway, let's search this. See what's in here. Projectile ammunition. Okay, that sounds kind of useful. Nothing in that one. All right. Okay, onwards we go. Right. Put it in the cargo space. You can stack more in the same slot. Okay. Oh, now it's raining again. Looks like I've done that one. Okay, so let's get back in the ship. Okay, launch thrusters at 25%, so I need to fix that. So it's telling me to go back into space. Alright. Let's do that. I can transfer the ship now. Okay. Well, let's try that then. Okay, so the ship has got... Oh, I see the ship's got space. Of course it has, yeah. Alright, so let's transfer... Okay, how do I do that then? Send that to another inventory. Okay, so it's quite clever. What else should I send over there? Planetary chart. There we go. Okay, so my ship has limited space and my suit has limited space and so forth and things. And the warp cell actually makes sense, doesn't it? Let's move that from the suit to the ship. Okay, right, so I'm in space. Okay, explore nearby planets or search in a new system. Access the log to browse other missions. Base computer archives. Base computer archive available. That's a new... Okay, so it's giving me a mission. So how do I... Ah, okay, primary mission. So this is the one we're following. Find us, hear us. Any life forms who left this trail for me have taught me all I need to know north of me between the stars. I should continue myself. Okay, so Awakenings... I'm guessing this is... Awakenings is kind of the tutorial. Exploration guide. If I click on that, it's telling me to just scan stuff. And if I look on that one, it's telling me to learn how to build things, which kind of makes sense. Okay, so presume I have that one highlighted at the moment, so it should be telling me explore nearby planets or search in a new system. Access the galaxy map with X. Okay, my suit has... Okay, so yeah, I've got to remember that. So the suit's got multiple... so it's got cargo as well. Well, I've only got 2 spaces for cargo. So presumably I can make that bigger by buying stuff. Okay, so when you can search for drop pods, they give you extra backpack space. Okay, and the Starship doesn't have a cargo bay, which is a bit weird. And the multi-tool just has the general slot. So for some reason I can store more stuff in the suit than I can in the ship. But it's not a very big spaceship, I suppose. It's like a little one-man fighter, isn't it? So maybe that makes sense. Okay, so get rid of the residual goop in the cargo. Where was that? Multi-tool? No, where did I? Okay, let's get rid of that then. Right, so that gives me a space. Alright, cool. Goop is useless. Right, okay. You can get a suit grade upgrade at the space station. Okay, well maybe... Where is the space station? Oh, there we are. There it is there. Okay, so let's tag that and let's go to the space station. And stream is destroyed once more. Oop. Oh, now I've run out of fuel. Oh, hang on, I know how to do that. Starship technology, pulse engine, tritium. There. Off we go again. And the stream is destroyed. Have I discovered an anomaly? No, I haven't. So I don't know what that means yet. I'm presuming I will find out. Am I going to make it before my pulse engine fuel runs out? Yeah, there we go. Right, okay, so space station again. Where's the... Now that space station shape looks vaguely familiar. Although it's not actually quite the same, is it? There's a forward section. No, it isn't quite the same. Okay, so let's go into the space station. Whoop, whoop, steady. And that's the planet I just came from. Okay, so this space station is identical to the last one I was in. Looks pretty much the same. Okay. All the space stations are very Coriolis-esque. Yeah, they do have that vibe to them. Drew, there is a very simple mod that you can get rid of the Rainbow Lights Impulse Drive. Yes, I haven't done any mods. I wasn't aware that you could even mod it. I'm surprised that you can mod a game like this, but that's cool if you can. I might take a look at that. If it's really distracting to you guys, then maybe it makes sense to put the mod in. So do tell me. I'm a bit wary of modding the game early on. I mean, that might just be a visual effect, but I don't want to change any of the default experience that I'm going to go through, if that makes sense. That's a weird wacky ship there. Look at that one. It's kind of not symmetrical. That's interesting. Okay, it doesn't mod the game at all. All right, yeah. Right, you can. I can pull up the inventory while pulsing to fix the bitrate. Okay, that's not a bad tip. Can you make this space station out of pizza boxes? I don't know. Right, I don't know actually where I'm going. What was I going to do? Do something to make the backpack bigger. One of those guys were the guys who were selling the car. Now, I am interested in the car. I do want to unlock the car somehow. Okay, that's a spaceship. So where would I go? Oh, selling stuff. Hang on, that was on the other side. Now, somebody said I can jump around in here. So this is cool. Look, inside the space station, I can jump. So presumably I can just leap over the side there. I can. There we go. Why can't I do that? The guy on the left, it has a tube next to him where you can buy slots. So look, I can fly around. So last time I was going over here to sell stuff. Okay, these aliens are different. They've got this light on their foreheads. Oh look, there's another one of these small guys. So there's multiple aliens about. Okay, so this is where I went to sell stuff before. Is this the right place? Sell. So salvage data. Is that any? The place you want is on the other side of the space station. Okay, so I'm actually on the wrong side. Do I need to sell anything here though? Is my is my immediate question. Keep the salvage data. Okay. Sell the cubes. Oh, okay. Where are the cubes? Vortex cube. It doesn't seem to be able to sell them. I can only buy them. Species record and the other things under it looks like trade things. Okay, so species record, I can sell that. That seems to be the only one. But I can't sell the vortex cubes. Oh, press C because they're in my... oh, I see. So I've got to bear that in mind as well. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Oh, that one is... that's slightly confusing, isn't it? I have to be careful of that. Okay, I haven't got any of those left. All right. Okay, so that makes sense. Thank you for the tip there. You've got to switch between what you're carrying in your suit and what's carrying in your ship. Okay, so that's useful to know. This gold and silver I might as well sell because that seems to be pretty common. Dihydrogen. I don't know if any of this is worth. So you're saying keep the salvage data, so I'll do that. Okay. Yeah, so gold and silver is quite common, which is a bit weird, but there we are. Shattered sublimation pump. I mean, that's not worth anything anyway. Projectile ammunition isn't valuable either. Okay, so that'll do for the moment. So I've got to go to the other side. Where am I going? I like the fact I can just use the thrusters in the backpack to do that. So that's really rather handy. Oh, apart from that. Did I get that right? No, I missed. Oh, I've earned some money. So there's some sort of ranky things going on there, aren't there? Okay, so where... You can also buy batteries that you can use instead of sodium in hazard protection. Okay, so where am I going for backpacky, enhancement-y stuff? Sell the marrow, the left vendor. That's this guy. Okay. Exosuit upgrade. Okay. Okay. So, upgrade exosuit. So I can have an extra slot up there or there. Okay. 5,000 units. That allows me to carry more cargo. So, does it matter which mode, general technology or cargo I'm in? Does that matter to where I get extra slots, or does it really matter? Marrows. General slots have smaller stacks. Like cargo gives you more space. Cargo is the most expensive. Oh, I see. Okay. So technology is 1,000 and general is 5,000. Okay, so cargo is the most expensive. Cargo gives you more space. Okay. Right. So buy a few of these. I've got a fair bit of cash. Well, I suppose it's probably not very much. By the way, anyway, anyone who's following along and not getting an announcement on screen, apologies for that. I keep the chat gets quite busy and I'm trying to concentrate. Buy the cheap ones. Okay. Okay, so I can presumably get. Okay, is that? Can I do it? Can I not? I can only do it once. Is that? Oh, you can only buy one per system. Okay, so that's a bit of a limit. Okay, right, fair enough. It becomes a fine balance between inventory or tech slots. Do you want more upgrades or carry more? I don't know, I suppose. Oh, scan the orange cubes and things. Okay, so there's others. Everything you can... Okay, navigation data. Okay, so scan everything. Really is a case of absolutely scan everything, isn't it? Now, where's the guy? This guy's got the car. So, technology, exocraft research. So that allows me to upgrade my exocraft when I've got one, but I haven't got one at the moment. So I'm interested in how do I get the car? how do I get the car? That's what I want to know. I do want to know that. So anyway, so if you're new to the stream, thank you very much for joining in. I hope I'm bumbling around a bit at the moment in No Man's Sky. If you follow the quest, you'll eventually get the robot. Okay, well that's good news. Because I fancy having a car in a space game. One thing since I'm here on the space station, is there stuff I can do to my ship? Because it's in the hangar here. Is there a? I suppose it would be up here if it's anywhere, because the first one was the backpack. Is there a ship upgrade place? There's a door there. Does that go anywhere? No. What do these guys do? Let's just go through the list here. So this is multi-tool upgrade. Okay, that makes sense. That guy is. What does he do? Technology. Is he upgrading ships? Installable starship upgrades. Okay, so what sort of stuff can you buy for your starship? Launch thrusters module. What does it do? Improvements include launch efficiency and speed. Pulse engine. Okay, so I can improve my ship with some modules and stuff. Phase beam module. Okay, so that allows me to. You can go through the door. Okay, cyclotrons. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff. I've got some nanites, but I probably don't want to spend them yet. Okay, so that allows me to upgrade my ship. This guy allows me to upgrade vehicles. That guy allows me to upgrade the suit, and that one allows me to upgrade the gun thing. Okay. Always check the multi-tool dude to see if they've got better one than. Okay, so that's a handmade Amashuk irradiator. So compare with current tool, I suppose. So it's got an analysis visor scanning and a bolt caster. But I've got a tray manipulator on mine, so I don't want to change that. And I can't afford it anyway. Okay, so I need to earn some money as well. You can go through this door, so why didn't it open? Oh, it does open. You just got to go. Oh, okay, so what's in here? Hello. I've got some sort of inner room here. Scholar. Okay, and you can interact with all of these people. That's quite cool. So what's going on in here? Sales geck. Oh, the window. Look, you can look out as well. That's quite cool. There's another trade terminal. Somebody said I should sell some other stuff. Actually, okay, so that's a trade terminal. That seems to be a standard thing. Somebody said to sell. What was it I ought to sell? Take the multi-tool cabinet. Okay, cobalt. Somebody said. Right. Okay, let me find the cobalt. Okay, there we are. Excellent. And the cave marrow. Sell the cave marrow. Marrow bowl. And then switch. Okay, so there's not much else I've got now. No, okay, alright, so I've sold a bit, I've got a little bit more money. Okay, so I don't know what these guys are doing. It's kind of it's very Star Wars Cantina, isn't it? These guys are doing stuff. You can, hello. Locked door, Atlas pass required. And a crimson circle. So presumably Atlas is some sort of crimson circle is the Atlas. Okay, where was this hyper? Pressing on the hyper cluster. Where was the hyper cluster? Is that in my inventory? Cell, sorry. Hypercluster. That one. Press E. I'll crack open with E. Okay, hang on. That means going into the inventory to do that, doesn't it? Sorry, I might be a bit slow at this because I where is that hypercluster? Is it in here? Hypercluster. I can't even see it in there. Is it in the starship? Oh, hypercluster. There it is. Right. Okay. So it says E to analyze. Break it down to usable materials. Okay. It seems to have disappeared, but where did it go? You can buy the Atlas pass at the space anomaly. But I don't know what the space anomaly is either. Oh, okay, I've just been given a whole bunch of tritium. Okay, well that's useful to know. So I don't know if I need to talk to these guys or not. Scholar entity. Now he sounds like my kind of guy, a scholar. So let's have a quick chat with him. The electronics lifeform's bright greeting suddenly slows. They tap into the personal data. Ooh. Corvax entity. Something. So I don't know enough words. Okay, he wants one of those. Let's give him some ferrite dust. That's okay. There is no effect. Oh dear, that wasn't the right thing. A fresh electronic being is. Okay, so that didn't. Whatever I did wrong, that didn't work. Okay, so they probably wanted carbon, not metal. Okay, so I don't really know what I'm doing there. Okay, let's go back out. Okay, So I can buy upgrade. Okay, so I've learnt a bit about how the space station works. I can buy upgraded modules for things here. What does this stuff down the end? This one over here allowed me to change my appearance. So what does this one here do with the spaceship hologram? Starship outfitting. Okay, so this is where I can customize my ship. Drones deployed to target ships below me. Upgrade class and or storage or melt ship into scrap. I don't want to do that. Upgrade starship. What does this do? Augment inventory storage or improve starship class. Upgrade class is 10,000 nanites. I've only got about 300 of them. Okay, so I can't do any of them there. So is there? I mean, for those of you who do know Elite, is there an equivalent of the sort of livery stuff? You know, can I get a paint job for my ship or anything like that? Talk to all of the aliens. You can learn words that way. Okay, that's good. Good tip. Okay, so that will help me. Okay, so let's go back in there then. See if I can learn a few more words while I'm here. So we haven't talked to this guy. That's another Vakeen. So these are the warrior dudes. Okay, I can't understand a word he's saying other than Vakeen. Okay. Request dialect help. Technology symbol. Okay, so I can learn different words. Okay, so this little guy is presumably a Gek. Okay, so this is the other life form. These are the traders. Oh, hang on, this guy can speak English. Forgive me, I've been searching for such a long time and contracted to aid you in this and every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite above board. A pheromone infesting my brain, giving me memories of places I never visited and actions I never took. With myself in a mirror, aged and alone. A bargain made many years ago. A contract signed across the cosmos. The overseer promises to expand my base, allow me to recruit other workers. They require a construction. Well, I can't do that at the moment. So, whatever he wants, he just bye, go away. Okay, it's all right. I've offended him as well. Carefully wants your kidney. Okay, and there's another one of these Vakeen dudes. Demand a place on your throne world, interloper. Acceptance will grant you the glory of an exo. Ooh. A glory of an exocraft. Okay. Pray only that you have an exocraft terminal sufficient for my skills. Refusal will result in my inevitable exterminate. Ow, be quick. Build and upgrade exocraft for my travels. Do I want one of these? Go and get yourself a load of missions for easy money, says Bearded Okay, I might try it. Do I want these are useful? Not yet. Okay, so I don't want to do that. I feel sorry this guy's gonna you need it but you can't right now. Okay, no I can't, can I? It's not giving me those options. Okay. This Vakeen seems dangerous and unstable. I think you're probably right there. Okay, so let's beat a hasty retreat. Okay, so there's not a livery system of any kind. That seems a surprising thing not to have, actually, because you can customize your base. So you can't really do much with the appearance of your starship. I mean, it's quite a nice looking little ship, but I thought you might be able to change its colour. I want a green one, for example. There is another door on the other side. Okay, let's go there. These interiors are really rather good. Wait, is there another one down there? Oh, other side of the thing. I see what you mean. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see it over there. They feel much bigger interior spaces than certain other space games like I mentioned. If that makes sense. I do want. It's got to be a British racing green spaceship. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so let's go through here. So That's a kind of empty conference room, which I suppose makes sense that you might have the occasional empty room. I like the fact you can look out. That's really rather nice. Does this do anything? Is it a really bright glowy light for nothing on the table? No, nothing here. Okay. So what do the guys? That's the trade terminal. What does this guy do? Oh, so that's a mission. Oh, so I can pick up a mission here. So protect the miners, kill 5 sentinels. I don't think we want that. Thought-provoking substance, scan minerals, get some money. Exotic substances. Shadowy raid, kill 13 creatures. Or science strikes back. Okay, that's a different level of mission. Okay, so this is a mission system. So basic missions that I can go out and do stuff. The game randomly seems to generate ships. When you see one that you like, you can exchange it. Okay, so search the plants as well. Okay, so that's missions. Search the plants. What? Oh, there's another one of those yellow things. I like the fact that there's so much stuff you can interact with. Okay, so now that's received. And I can... I could just spin the chair around. Scan missions would be good. Okay, in the conference room. Sorry, that's the only problem with the chat. It's lagging a little bit behind the stream, so apologies for that if I'm missing things. Search the plants in the conference room. Oh, you can interact with. I'm just not anticipating that I can interact with any of these things that are in these rooms. Okay, so that just gives me carbon. Okay, well, I mean, it's useful, isn't it? Thanks for the tip. I've got to interact with things more. I'm just instinctively not interacting because I'm just assuming they weren't doing anything. Where does that go? Can I go down there? No, it's got a sort of force field. Okay, so I did spin the chairs around. I spend all day doing that. Very childish. Right, okay, so this guy does what? He does envoy. Again, I can't understand what he's saying. A mercenary, okay. So whatever that is, I'm not able to do it yet. And this last one is a cartographer, so that's sort of exploration-y sort of stuff. Exchange specific charts. Okay, so can I sell him charts that I have? I thought I had one. I have, there we go. Okay, so I can sell those as well. Okay. So that may be another way. You can sit on the couches. Where are the couches? Where's the couch? Got to sit on the couch. I sat on the chair last week. I did notice that. Where's the couch? Were they on the opposite side? Don't see any couches. Do these boxes do anything? No, apparently not. Or benches. Let's just have a quick wander around. Can't see any couches here. That's the portal that can presumably take me back home if I want to go that way. Okay, you want to buy. Most things you can interact with. Okay, well, which is very nice. I like that. Okay, so these guys are just hanging around. Again, I'm struggling with language because I don't know. Request dialect. Let's learn a few more words. Okay, let's try a friendship symbol this time. I've learned to call back word. Okay, so I can keep learning words by talking to these guys. Okay. It's getting slow. Okay, so it's showing me in purple. Let's try and trade some. Guess I learned something there. Okay, guess there aren't many seats. No, there doesn't seem to be too many seats in this station. There's nowhere to sit down. Okay, so I've managed to upgrade my suit. I don't have a way of getting this car yet. And I've met 10 aliens. There we go. Right, let's go and do some more flying around in space then. I've got another warp thing. Now somebody said something interesting in one of my chats in the comments on YouTube about this board here, that it was a sort of substitution cipher of some kind. So these, I'm going to have to take a screenshot of that at some point and have a look at that, because that sounds like it's quite interesting. Because there's a repeating code here and then something slightly different and then some words. So I'm going to have a play with that. That looks quite intriguing. NMS will make you feel like Arthur Dent. Yeah, that's exactly the right vibe actually. It's, you know, I don't know what's going on and why. We'll build with you on the planet. Yeah, we'll definitely do some multiplayer when I've got the hang of everything. Okay, so I think that's it for here. This spaceship is actually, there's quite a lot of detail here. Look at the undercarriage. That's really nicely drawn and articulated, isn't it? Just a really small ship. It's just a small single person space hopper kind of thing. And I'm a Truder. Okay, so those charts you saw can be used to point towards POIs. Okay, so again, I need to start learning what some of these things are about. This is very Battlestar Galactica, this is. Okay, so undiscovered planet. Let's scan that. I keep forgetting you've got to scan everything. That's a webbed planet. Okay, that one over there is not scanning. There's a small moon as well. That's an icy planet. What about? I have to sort of point at it, don't I? There we are. Unknown moon. There we go. Battlestar. Yeah, it's very Battlestar Galactica. Considering how small the team at Hello Games is, a million ways in what they've done. I think you might find the game easier with the controller. Well, Crimson Room, that's a very good point. I mean, I've got a HOTAS which I've used for previous space games, but hello. Hostile scan in progress. That doesn't sound encouraging. What is hostile ship on approach? Pulse drive disabled. Okay, it looks like I'm being jumped by some pirates. Youch. So have I got to try and take these guys on? Am I even capable of doing this? How do I lock on? Change targets. Am I locked? Brake and boost. I don't know if I'm even on target. Oh, actually no, that is working. Looks like it did some damage. Woo! Okay. Right, come back here, you. He shoots up my. Got one. I think. Okay, where's the other one? Okay, so. It sort of locks. If I can keep it in that target zone, it seems to. Okay. I really want my HOTAS back for this. I'm assuming I've got very crappy weapons on this ship. Okay, escape is possible. I don't want to escape. I want to get this guy. Boom! Our first space battle. Yay! Okay, well I learned a little bit about space combat. How do I? Okay, starship shields at full capacity. That's good. Questions. Okay. Why did they attack me? How do I know where my shields and things like that are? All those use an elite word for nothing. Yay! I looted a few canisters. Okay, so new guide entry. Okay, space combat. Let's have a look at where's that then? Guide. Okay, combat. Space combat. Fire weapons, yeah. Cycle weapons. If attacked by pirates, answer them on the communicator. I didn't do that. They can be bribed to leave you alone. Alternative, use defense chit to summon system authority. Okay, so the system authorities as well. Stay behind your target to deal more damage and avoid enemy fire. Manage your speed with boost and brake. Turning while braking is much faster. Your starship shields will recharge over time. Use common. Okay. Aim at the. I didn't even spot the target reticle. But I kind of got the hang of that. Okay, so it kind of auto targets within that sphere. That sort of makes sense. I was after my wiring though. Top left white bar, which isn't showing at the moment. And I've got a rocket launcher as well. Okay, and a photon cannon, which overheats after a certain point in time. Okay, which I've been using for shooting. Okay, oh hang on, there's the shield there in the bottom where it says Salome there. Okay. Okay, well that was interesting. Only shows in combat. Okay, and I can shoot asteroids for resources to replenish your ship. Yay! Right. Hope I don't run into Harry Potter. No, I don't want to run into Harry Potter in No Man's Sky. Dear. In game Elite Dangerous joke there. Fiery planet. Okay. So hang on. Explore nearby planets or search in a new system. So is it going to give me any more clues than that? Looks like another nice. Potentially quite a nice ring planet there. A frozen planet. Oh, let's go to it. We haven't been to a frozen planet before. Let's go there. See what's available. Oh, I ran out of fuel again. Starship, pulse engine, tritium. There we go. Sorry, this will crash the stream again for the bit rate. Oh, hang on. There we go. Turn that up. Is that better? Does that help a bit? That was a good tip. You can switch off that tether in options. Which tether? Let's play around with that. Okay, so I've just fired up. Okay, hang on. So there's some stats on my ship here. Okay, so it's class C, which I presume is rubbish. Damage potential seems to be lower than. Shield strength is 160. I don't know what these numbers mean. Hyperspace range is very low. Maneuverability is good. Damage potential, is that how much damage I can dish out? Have I jumped system? I've done one jump, Osland 1973. Yes, we did one jump. The system that I'm in now is not the one I started in, if that makes sense. I have shot a few asteroids, that makes sense. So we got to see the ship go to, but yeah, so we did do that. Okay, so this is a frozen planet with 2 stars actually, which is quite nice. This is the wrong word, very atmospheric, but it's the approach to the planets is very atmospheric. Okay, so jump range is 110 light years. Tether line following the mouse cursor. Okay, so that I can switch it off in options. I should really have a play with some of these options. Is that another beach over there? Look at that, I'm sort of landing into the sunset. How cool is that? It's very flat, actually. In fact, there seems to be nothing on the ground at all. Oh, it's water. Wow. Okay, so actually, I've come out over an ocean. Wow. Okay, so there's nothing actually here. Nowhere I can land, presumably. I can't land on an ocean. There's a very small island that, oh, slightly bigger. Okay, an island with a single tree. I think I saw the mainland. Actually, let's go back up a little bit. I think I saw the mainland from orbit. I assumed I was coming up on the edge there, and it looks like. Does the starship work underwater? is a question. This said frozen world, so is it a water world? Is there nothing here? Let's go back up into space a moment. I'm pretty sure I saw some terrain from up here. You can get to spawn underwater, but not. I think it. Oh, yes, okay. Look, there are a few islands, and that's literally it. So, okay, there's a reasonably major size looking island there. Let's go back down there. Okay, so this is quite a watery planet. Okay, yes, there's definitely some terrain here. Wow, okay, so that's a bit different to anywhere else we've been. No civilization here. Now I'm a bit nervous of landing because my launch thrust has only got 25% stuff in it. Scan. I keep forgetting to scan things. Is there anything interesting? Nothing showing up there. I love the effect of that scanner. Feels very scannery, if that makes sense. I'd love this to be based in our universe. Yeah, it's kind of both. With my sort of sci-fi writer's hat on, it is in some ways it's really good that it's in its own universe because it doesn't need to obey anything, does it? It can be itself, and anything you create is your own stuff, which I completely get from the perspective of wanting to create something. But you're kind of looking at it thinking, in some ways, you wish you could have stuff from another universe in here, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be cool if I could find the Starship Enterprise or something like that and play with that? That would be really good. And to be honest, if there was a way of importing a Cobra Mark III, I would definitely do that. Because then I could land at a beach on the planet Raxler, and then my life would be complete. There are some things. Am I looking for anything particular? The scanner doesn't seem to be showing up much. I was hoping I might come across one of those installations where I could land without costing me anything. A bit like Normandy from Mass Effect was imported into Skyrim via a mod. Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, I know that's infringing copyright and stuff, which of course is super bad, but doesn't help. It doesn't help you wanting. There are some good ship mods. Okay, so that would be quite cool. Now I haven't seen any evidence of civilization on this planet at all. I was kind of hoping because we've stumbled across the odd base. There's a few glowy things, but no sign of. Normandy is in No Man's Sky. Was it? Okay. Now that would be cool. How'd you go about getting that then? I thought my end game was a Tierna's or a graveyard. Well, yeah, I'm kind of taking what I can get. I would love to see the Tierna's or orbital graveyard, but that's a story for another day. In a galaxy far, far from here, right? Come on, No Man's Sky. Give me a place I can land. At least there's plenty of space out here. There's a Millennium Falcon ship mod. Oh, I'm going to have to. Now you've said that, I'm going to have to play with some mods, but not yet. Not yet. Let's not get distracted. Mods. If there's mod support that allows me to import different ships. So hang on. If you can make a Millennium Falcon, then surely you can. You could craft a Cobra Mark III, right? Can you do that? I mean, how do you mod? Is there a tool set for modding a ship? Because if there is, I think I know what I might be doing. When I was a kid on my Specky, I wanted to rush through the mountains like Airwolf. Yeah, this is yeah. Actually, the Airwolf theme. That would be cool. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, that'd be awesome. It is actually, it's quite like that, isn't it? Sorry, this probably isn't very interesting to watch. I was hoping to get one of those bases to appear, but there doesn't seem to be anything down here. So I could land. I've just got to bear in mind that I've got to refuel my launch thrusters. The Normandy was a special event called an expedition that you'll eventually be able to do from the main menu. Okay. Okay, so not likely to return for a bit because it's a one-off thing. Well, I mean, when you join a game, you've got to realise that you've missed cool stuff in the past. But hang on, is that? No. Do you have a Discord? Yes, I do. I can't fire it up at the moment, but I do have a Discord. There's even a No Man's Sky channel. I don't know if anybody else. Actually, nobody else will be able to invite you to the Discord because it's mine. So I'll have to fire it up and send the link in. If you follow me on Twitter, I will post a link there to my Discord. Right, this is getting a bit dull now. So let's fly down here. Just have a look around. There's always a beach, isn't there? Beaches are cool. Okay, so explore this planet for clues. Okay, it's very cold out here. Very cold in space. Right, I know I've got to refill the launch thruster, so what do I need to do with that? Starship technology, hyperdrive is launch. Actually, launch thruster's almost gone. Starship, uranium. Created from crystallized dihydrogen. Okay, that's that blue stuff. Okay, let's go find some of that while we're here. Scan. Okay, thermal protection. That means it's jolly freezing cold. And there's no blue stuff about. There are some critters. Let's get some critters. Okay, the same critter. There's oxygen bearing plant over there. There's no blue stuff. Typical. Okay, so I've managed a journey milestone. Good. Damaged machinery, salt deposit, buried cache, copper deposits, sweet root, picks up plants, submerged relic. Okay. If you ever run across the radiation world, you suggest you might take some uranium. That's more efficient at making that fuel. Okay. Okay, so when you're in your ship and surfing the surface, make sure to check for any blips on your scanner. These could be ships you can take over for sale for a huge amount of money. Okay, so there's possibilities of discovering all sorts of stuff. I don't think there's going to be a great deal on this planet somehow. Not getting a good vibe. That can't be water at a temperature of minus 57, so I know what liquid that is. There we are, Drew's Discord, so hopefully you'll be able to get into that. If you do, and I'll give you access to it. Okay. Can you put a Discord link on? Yeah, that's a good idea, Clapon. Yes, I will do that. That's a really cool idea. Okay, was there a radioactive planet? Let's go and have a look somewhere else then. What other planets did we do with? Don't just blip scan, but use your visor scan to see buried stuff. Okay, yes, I did do a bit of that. Okay, hang on. Incoming message, frequency source unknown. Okay, this sounds like another clue. Comms override. Here we go. 16, 16, 16 again. You are not alone. Please identify yourself. Well, let's see where this goes then. You left me. Why did you? I don't understand. Of course you'd say that. Of course you'd, just like the others. Who are you? Communicator falls silent. Tantalising. Oh, hang on. Coordinates received. Partially corrupted data. Wow. Got to go investigate. It's space anomalies. Space anomalies are good. We like space anomalies. Game then Grave. Also, we've got to go off to work. Thank you very much for your company, by the way. Appreciate all the folks who are joining my stream for the first time, or have just been watching recently since I've been doing MSCO. Very welcome. Lovely to have you on board. So thank you very much for turning up. And appreciate all the advice I've getting. Lots and lots of free advice. This is really very handy. So if you need to go, that's absolutely fine. Go and have a good time, and good luck with work, because we all got to do that, right? So take it easy. Hopefully speak to you soon. Right, so I'm hoping this makes the stream slightly more bearable. That was a good tip, whoever came up with that one. I don't use Twitter. Yeah, no, I'm going to put the Discord link in when I upload this video onto YouTube in a bit. It'll be about 24 hours after I finish recording. Then I will stick it on that description. That's a really good call. Okay, so there's the coordinates. Stranger's coordinates. Okay, so this could be, I'm guessing, maybe somebody who knows about my past. So this is quite intriguing. Okay, so is this the world? This is the world I was on before. Oh, there's a meteorite. Okay, land begin search. Okay, so I'm going to have to refuel this ship somehow. This is the planet I started out on earlier on, isn't it? Not enough fuel in the launch thruster. Okay. Yeah, this is the planet of the rain and the glowy mushrooms. Activate a target sweep to pinpoint the location. Target line straight ahead already. Okay, let's head that way then. Oh, hello. Damaged container. Let's do everything, obviously. Okay, an ion battery. That requires an atlas pass. I don't know what an atlas is. Well, I mean, obviously I know what an atlas is, but I don't know what an atlas is in this game. Life support gel, which I'm assuming is... Okay, so whatever it is, it's in that direction. I like this mechanic of scanning and triangulating in on things. It really feels like you're doing some... kind of exploring, but it's guided in a nice way that makes you feel like you're achieving something, but that you are actually kind of, well, what's going to be over there? What is that thing? Look at that. I can't scan that one. Target sweep mode is in that direction. So I feel like I'm homing in on a thing which is quite kind of cool, but kind of slightly intimidating at the same time, which is nice. Condensed carbon crystals. Some of them. So, yeah, we're closing in. Okay, leaving this foresty, undergrowthy area. Still can't see anything. Oh, there we go. Look, it's a crashed ship. Ooh. Okay, so is this the person who was before me? Let's make sure we pinch their stuff first, obviously. Hydrogen jelly. Okay, so hang on. Decode the stranger's signal. It appears to come from a distress beacon. I'll just pinch the stuff first, because obviously that's what you do, isn't it? No atlas pass is required. Projectile ammunition. So that's presumably that thing over there is the distress beacon, isn't it? Although damaged machinery. Repair. Living slime. I don't know what that is. Is that worth having? Okay, that's just giving me some nanites, right. Let's have a look. Oxygen bearing plants would be probably useful, wouldn't it? which there's one over there. Yay. Oh, no, I've just got to pick them, haven't I? I did find myself the other day. It's really weird. I was in the garden and there was this vine overhead, and in my head I went, E, I need to press E. And I realised I wasn't in a computer game. It's just, I don't know, I must have been tired. Right, hang on, let's just refuel the exosuit. Technology, life support, oxygen. There we go. Okay, so this is the distress beacon. Okay, oh, hang on. This technology is critically damaged, but I've got some chromatic metal and some sodium. Okay, so that fixes it. Need to understand this word. This is a very common word. There are no signs of life. There's only the static of a broken communicator. Extract the records. Whatever message has once here has been scrambled. All I extract is the pilot's name, Artemis, and whoever they were, they are long gone. The other uncorrupted data is a set of plans and upgrade for my mining beam. Okay, cool. New technology discover, and I need some other stuff to make it work. Okay, an advanced mining laser, which a few things I've come across need. Okay, that makes sense. You know when you've been playing a video game way too much? Exactly right, yeah. I know the feeling every time I see a red barrel I think, don't shoot that, it's going to explode. The cleaning lady of my workplace looks like a geck. Wow. Okay, so that's given me an advanced mining laser. What about this spaceship though? Can I do anything with this? I mean, it's obviously busted. But is it potentially better than the one I've got? I mean, it looks quite cool, but it is broken. Oh, it's major. It's a okay. So it's a Class C ship, and it's very busted. Is there anything? Efficient thrusters though. Can I? Oh, I can't do anything to it. Scan it. Okay. Occasionally I'll move my hand around and watch it going. Reality has an excellent frame rate. Definitely, it's a cool starship. Oh, I can claim the ship. Abandoned starship. Okay. So is that worth me? Is that worth me doing? Blinking red items can be repaired. Okay, so it's a free starship. Yeah, so but given that it's crashed on the surface of a ship, but you'll have to repair it if I claim it. Okay, so what's involved? Paraffinium, pugnium, I don't know what some of these are. It's massively damaged, isn't it? So that would take me a long time to fix. Transfer the cargo first. You can repair and sell for scrap, transfer, claim it. You can have more than one. Okay, so I might as well claim it. Okay. How do I scan it? Just not worth it. Too much work. I thought it might be too much work, so presumably I can just leave it. But so now I've claimed it. What does that mean? Does that show up in? Okay, so I've got the ruthless Gorkin. Okay, hang on. That's now transferred that starship. So where's my normal starship? Got to use your visor. Okay. How do I target objects? You can scrap it once you get to the space station. You don't need to fix all of it, just the bits that make it fly. You can summon previous ship from the X menu. Okay. Summon vehicle. Summon. Select other. Oh, it's there. Okay, so select other ship. So summon select me, but I can't because I haven't got anything for the launch thrusters. Okay. All right. So hang on. I need to. Let's have a look at the ship again. What bits? Okay, so I'm sitting in it. That bit works. Launch thrusters are damaged. I haven't got any pure ferrite, which I'd have to make, and the pulse engine needs a hermetic seal. Okay, so that's maybe a project for another time. So I need to get back to my other ship, which I now don't know where it is. It's really worth getting to a station to at least scrap it. It is worth doing. Okay, maybe that's a project for next week then. So let me. How do I find my other ship? No, where's the quick menu? There it is. So that one. It is worth doing, but I can't. How do I find my other ship now? Because I've got to get some launch thruster stuff for it, which is those blue. There we are, those little guys, hydrogen things. Look around with your visor. Okay, cool. Let's slurp up a bit of this stuff. Deposits, hazardous flora. There it is, my starship. Or is that my current starship? No, I've definitely moved further than that. Where's my other starship? I've lost it. Where's my ship? That's my new ship. I kind of came from this direction over here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I can't see my... okay, that was a bit of a mistake then. I definitely came past this direction, so let's go back over here. Can I find my other ship? I hope I can, because otherwise I'm a bit marooned. It was somewhere over here. Use the camera mode to look around the area. It is still landed where I left it, but can I find my way back is the question. It was in this direction. Will I be able to find it again? Because big planet and stuff. Camera mode. Okay, so that was X camera. Okay, so change height. Okay, so that's kind of useful. Can anybody see a starship? Oh, that's presumably the top of my... I can't see it. What's that thing over there? Is that... There's something floating over there, but that's not my starship. Call Apex. Left. I think I've lost my ship. I should have been a bit more careful there. Oh, it's left of you. Hang on. Okay. That's my old starship. Do you mean left? Hang on. Let's go back into that mode. Did somebody spot it? No, I didn't. Change height. Oh, there it is. Oh, well done, guys. In the trees. I wasn't too far off. But I wouldn't have spotted that without that camera mode. Well done. That was whoever spotted that. It's good. It's over here somewhere. I think. There it is. Look, there's my ship. Right. Okay. I found my original ship. Yay! Thank goodness for that. Okay, there's more dihydrogen stuff that I can refuel it with. Okay, let's do that. Right, so how do I... So that, yeah, that's a little bit kind of... When it said claim, I assume it sort of meant... you know, just add it to your list of things. I would have been able to summon it. Yep. Okay, right, so I need to... Actually, I'm going to have to refine some stuff here, aren't I, in order to get this one working again. So, let's do that. Z, portable refiner. And then I need to put in some carbon to make it work. And then put in some... What does it need? Launch thruster, I can't remember. Starship. Technology, launch thruster needs... Oh, it just looks like just stick the dihydrogen into this. Okay. There we go. Have some of that. That makes dihydrogen jelly. Is that what I want? When you get a freighter, that other ship will turn up in its hangar. Okay, it's a freighter. Oh, you don't need a refiner for thruster fuel. Oh, is it just crafting? Oops. Okay. Right, in that case, put that back in. Yeah, I've forgotten how to do this already. Right. Okay, let's craft. There we go. What do I want? Starship launch fuel. There we go. I've made one. Can I make any more? I need one more metal plating. Okay, that's enough to get me off the surface. Starship launch thruster. Charge with that. That gives me 4. Okay, good. Right. Phew. Go to your main inventory. Yeah, right. There we go. I've done it. I would like to automate those bits. I can see that getting a bit tedious quite quickly, actually. Right. So fixing that ship is going to be is something I can't do in 10 minutes. So. I'll bear in mind where it is. So now I've learnt. Don't forget to pick up the refiner. No. Oh, there's a base. See, just when I wanted one. Now I can't. Hello. Didn't even spot that. From what's that? I'm never going to find my refiner again now, am I? Oh, it's got a landing pad. What's that thing? I'm just going to have to check it out, sorry. Can I land there? Yay. Pick up the refiner. So does that, do I need to be next to it? Or can I just... Cannot build missing components. Hang on, let's just... I want to jump off the edge there, looks like a long way down. You have to find it first. You can just build another one. Okay, that's alright. And so anyway, okay, so it would have wasted a few components. Okay, I have to bear that in mind. I need to pick things up when I leave. Okay, so this is like a big spaceport. There's stuff floating around here. This is again totally different. Oh no, this is the same sort of Corvaxy thing, but it's a different building. And I'm not allowed in here because this is their sort of weird... But that was a Vikine one last time. This is... I'm not really supposed to go in there, am I? They've all got these memory store places. This is the same sort of effect as there was before, so I don't know if there's any use to me. There's a trade terminal. That's an envoy. You need to fix the launch pulse and warp engines to make it serviceable. The rest can be a longer term project. It's got a lot more tech than the one you have. Okay, so maybe I should invest some time doing that then. There's other spaceships here. Okay, so in that case, let's be a bit more let's be a bit more structured about that. I just need to fix a few bits: the launch, pulse, and warp engines to make it serviceable. The rest can be a longer-term project. It's got a bit more tech than the one you have. Okay, so let's see if how do I find it again then? In that case, can I pick it up on my scanner? That's just north and south, isn't it? So how do I locate it again? It can't be that far away because I haven't travelled very far. How do I... Is there a way to pick it up on the scanner? Picking up some blips on the scanner, but not... Definitely I will get the new ship. Okay, speaking as a Fed, that's the most important thing. Okay, so how how do I find it again then? Oh, there's my... I found my portable refiner. Okay, let's go get that. Might as well, since I'm here. Where is it? Here. Buried minerals. Where's the refiner? It said it was right below me, so where's it gone? Right, okay, so that was that. Okay. As you can see, the game won't hold your hand to relocate stuff. Okay, so it can't be that far away from here. Can I see it using that? Camera mode, because that was quite useful, that camera mode. It sort of freezes the game as well, doesn't it? Okay, so that's quite good. So I don't know where we parked it. So that's where we were looking over there. So who knows where it is? And scan everything that pulses register for easy money. Okay. So now it's getting dark, which isn't going to help. Okay, let's fly around in the ship a little bit. Got to be a bit careful because we'll run out of launch thrusters again. Can we see the ship? Because the undergrowth is really quite thick. There was a distress beacon. I should see that in the visor. Yeah. There it is. There it is. Found it. Nice. Right, let's land down there. If I put the two ships side by side, then I can work on it next stream. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Right. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to need to... I've now got one working spaceship and one busted spaceship. So is that still claimed? So now it's gone back to Salome. So, but does that, without that, basically, whichever spaceship I jump into, primary starship switched. Okay, so I've now got another starship. So I need to pulse engine. Needs a hermetic seal. Can I do any of this stuff? I haven't got a hermetic seal, and at the moment I haven't got any metal plating, but I know how to make that one. Launch thrusters. I've got one of them, and that one is pure ferro, which I know how to make. Okay, that will get me off the ground. It's got photon cannon and a few other bits and pieces. else has it got? A melted fuel cell, hydraulic damage. So those are things. And it's got a radiation leak. What else has it got on board? It's got scorch plate. It says lots of damage, but I might be able to get it working. Okay. Okay. That, I think, is my plan for next week. I shall salvage a spaceship and see if I can jumpstart a spaceship and get it working. If you build a base computer here, you can then build and power a teleporter to get you to and from the space station. That's a cunning plan. Okay. All right, we'll have a go at that next week then, in that case, because we've come a little way with the thing. We've gone to a different system. We've found something about Artemis, which seems to be some sort of distress calls. By fixing the spaceship, it looks like I might be able to get that advanced mining laser, so I might have a play with some of those things in between stream, but I'll leave the spaceship for next week, and then we can make a little bit of monies and see how we go from there. Ta-da! I've now got 2 spaceships and one's busted. That's awesome. All right, my friends, thank you very much for your help once again. Really do appreciate this. Still having a whale of a time. Just everywhere you go, there's some stuff to do. So the 2 hours I've been playing is just gone. So that's really cool. I've really been enjoying that. So great fun. Thank you very much. We will crack on from there, and I will see if I can fix that spaceship. And check out the Discord for a pseudo Cobra. Now you're tempting me. Nim Duskrin has landed on planet. Does that mean you're nearby? Awesome. Okay, so maybe you're going to find your way to me. Good stuff. Anyway, that's right. 07 interlopers, or what's the other word? Traveller. Maybe I'm a traveller. Maybe I'm an interloper. I'm not sure. One or the other. Or maybe I'm a version of Artemis. I don't know yet. This is intriguing. So we'll find out more. But anyway, take care, my friends. See you on, and whatever we do for No Man's Sky, I need to come up with something. Take care, my friends. Be good, and I will see you soon.